90-Day Fiancé. Sumit's friends slammed as a hater. Jenny might be right to call him jealous. Singh received a dose of reality from his friend, Rohit, on 90-Day Fiancé. But fans are not really ready to believe he is genuinely a friend. Jenny already doesn't get good vibes from Rohit, and fans feel she might be right about him. She even called him jealous for constantly talking negatively about their business. The reality TV star wasn't happy to see him at their cafe in the recent episode. Sumit and Jenny are trying too hard to make their cafe business successful. But the constant negativity and drama around the safe have made it difficult to move forward. The TLC stars want their business to be successful at any cost. However, fans think Sumit's friend is crossing the line and being so overdramatic. Why are they calling him a hater? Is Jenny right about him? 90-Day Fiancé. Jenny shares frustration over Rohit for constant negativity. 90-Day Fiancé star Jenny Slatten has a lot on her plate in The Other Way Season 7. She is learning how to live with her in-laws and manage her cafe. But the TLC star is annoyed to see Sumit's friend always putting them down and bringing negativity. Recently, Jenny shared her true feelings about Rohit's overconfidence. She was in disbelief to see him at their cafe unannounced. The reality TV star had a messy interaction with him in the recent episode. Rohit tried to bully Jenny by asking her for spaghetti. The latter revealed it wasn't on the menu yet. She offered him coffee, and he rudely turned her out for charging too much. The TLC star decided not to entertain him anymore and fired back, "Okay, then go away." 90-Day Fiancé. Fans think Sumit's friend is a secret hater. Singh has a lot to figure out on 90-Day Fiancé. He is trying his best to run his cafe and keep the family together. The reality TV star doesn't want anyone to suffer because of his mistakes. But Singh began doubting himself when his friend, Rohit, dropped some truth bombs in his face. The latter slammed him for making his elderly parents work at their cafe. He asked why he didn't have any customers and felt he should have at least hired some staff. The reality TV star complained about high prices and predicted the cafe to be doomed. However, Jenny couldn't understand why Rohit always says such things to demoralize them. She said, "I think he doesn't want us to succeed because he cannot succeed." The American native even called him jealous of them. A fan started a Reddit thread to point out Rohit's behavior at the recent episode. The OP wrote, "This guy is like top-tier hater material. No wonder he wasn't invited to the opening." The user felt Sumit deserved better friends than him. Many viewers agreed with the OP and criticized Rohit for being too rude and mean. One fan said, "He's Sumit's frenemy, and he's a complete jerk." Another felt Rohit actually made some good points. Still, the user feels he should have been more respectful with his words, and his tone was insulting. Many viewers felt Jenny was right to call Sumit's friend a hater. They think the pair should keep a distance from Rohit if they really want their cafe to be successful. 90-Day Fiancé's Jenny Slatten reveals fresh and sassy short hair makeover. 90-Day Fiancé star Jenny Slatten is looking younger and more sassy in her latest photos where she's been showing off a brand new hairstyle and color. The 65-year-old became a household name thanks to her appearance in 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 1 in 2019. Jenny was moving to India to get married to Singh, who was 30 years younger in age and, unknown to Jenny, married to a different woman. Jenny and Sumit's decade-long relationship began when she was catfished by him pretending to be someone named Michael Jones. Once the trust issues were out of the way, 90-Day Fiancé's Jenny Slatten had to deal with Sumit's mom Sadhna, who made her realize how old she was to be an Indian bride. However, now that Jenny and Sumit are married, the American woman has started experimenting with her style and appearance. In her latest Facebook post, Jenny showed off a stunning new makeover. "Fresh new hair cut finally," Jenny wrote in her caption as she shared several selfies she'd taken at home. Her new hair is a dark brown, nothing like her usual blonde, pin-straight tresses. How did 90-Day Fiancé's Jenny look when she was young? Fresh new hair cut finally, Jenny wrote in her caption as she shared several selfies she'd taken at home. Her new hair is a dark brown, nothing like her usual blonde, pin-straight tresses. How did 90 Day Fiancé's Jenny look when she was young? Jenny's silky hair, which reached well below her shoulders on 90 Day Fiancé, is now styled into a long bob, framing her face beautifully. Jenny's comments say that she looks so young and great and that Sumit is a lucky man. Jenny indeed does look closer to Sumit's age with her makeover. But it's not like she looked awful when she was a teen. Jenny's hair has always been smooth and straight, even if it's thin and lacks volume. When she was a 15-year-old, however, Jenny used to wear it in loose curls. By the time she grew up and started a family, Jenny sported dark hair with an 80s-style perm. Jenny's daughter Christina, aka Tina, who's been a regular on 90 Day Fiancé, has often shared throwback photos of her mom on social media. Jenny and Sumit met sometime around 2012 on Facebook. Back then, Jenny was in her 50s, and even if Sumit chatted with her with the intention of scamming her, the two are very much in love now and are a real couple. Jenny continues to live in India as Sumit doesn't wish to leave his country anytime soon. Still, Sumit might go to the US as a tourist to meet his new family, including Jenny's 3 daughters. Jenny and Sumit were last seen in 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 7 and occasionally make appearances in spin-offs such as Pillow Talk. They have proven to be a 90 Day Fiancé success no matter what happens to them in their relationship in the future. It is not known if Sumit's mom has finally accepted Jenny as her daughter-in-law, but Jenny will never stop trying to make his family accept and approve of her. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny finally reveals secret to her weight loss. Jenny Slatten from the 90 Day Fiancé franchise shared how she lost weight after getting married to Singh. Palm Springs woman Jenny hopped on a plane to Delhi in 90 Day Fiancé, the other way Season 1 to start a new life with Sumit in India. Sumit, a call center employee, had met retiree Jenny when he was masquerading as Michael Jones on Facebook and catfished her for a year. Jenny and Sumit fell in love regardless and dated long distance for a year after meeting once in India. But between Jenny's first stay in the country to her second one, Sumit married a different woman in 2016 that Jenny didn't know about. 3 seasons later, Jenny became Sumit's wife after many trials and tribulations. Their 30-year age gap was the biggest concern for Sumit's parents, who feared that society would scorn them. While Jenny adapted to the Indian culture beautifully, she still couldn't win over Sumit's parents. Staying in India on a tourist visa was getting difficult, but their wedding in the Other Way Season 3 finale solved most of their problems. Fans saw Sumit and Jenny navigating married life on Facebook and Instagram and noticed that the American grandmother had started to look different. While there was never any news of Jenny getting weight loss surgery like her fellow 90 Day Fiancé alums Angela Deem or Tiffany Franco, fans started speculating if Jenny got plastic surgery done. However, Jenny, who's returning to TLC on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 7 with Sumit, recently spilled all her weight loss secrets. In an interview with TV Season and Spoilers, it was initially Sumit who blurted that the secret to Jenny's weight loss is Indian food. However, Jenny explained that she actually doesn't eat a lot. Indian food doesn't agree with Jenny and ends up giving her stomach problems. And that helps lose weight a lot, you know what I'm saying, Jenny laughed. Noida resident 90 Day Fiancé cast member Sumit added that the two of them have been eating freshly cooked food and not a lot of junk food. Jenny has also been drinking far less soda than she used to. When she was in America, Jenny was addicted to Dr. Pepper. She says it's hard to find the beverage in India, so she ended up quitting it. Jenny now drinks water instead more than anything else. Back in March 2021, Jenny had shown a different side to her on Facebook by sharing a video of her taking a walk. Jenny had encouraged her fans to start walking and announced that she lost almost 5 or 6 pounds from that alone. As fans are aware, Sumit never told his parents that he was marrying Jenny at the end of The Other Way Season 3, but his parents Sadhna and Anil were okay with the couple staying together. As per the newly released teaser for Happily Ever After, Season 7, Jenny and Sumit's marriage is off to a rocky start, and they discover there are ways in which they aren't comfortable. Things even seem to get violent between Sumit and Jenny in the preview. They are also realizing their age difference could be affecting their relationship. These days, fans compliment Jenny on Instagram by saying she looks so youthful, and it seems that the 90 Day Fiance star's weight loss secrets are working. 90 Day Fiance, star-crossed, Jenny and Sumit fight the good fight despite their differing zodiac. 90 Day Fiance, the other ways Jenny, Slatten and Sumit Singh know the importance of a good astrological match. One of the episodes from this season even featured them going to Sumit's family astrologer, who suggested the couple take things slow and steady, to wait before rushing into a marriage, much to Jenny's dismay. However, this advice makes perfect sense given their zodiac signs. Jenny, the emotional Scorpio. Jenny is a Scorpio who lets her heart lead the way. Scorpio is a water sign, so it is quite an emotional sign. It is also a very loyal and committed sign, as is evidenced by this being Jenny's fourth trip to India to be with Sumit. Despite the multiple failed attempts at marriage, Jenny remains committed to the relationship and to Sumit. In fact, fans have often questioned if Jenny is ride or die, or just naive. But ride or die is a Scorpio's middle name. Although if you truly cross them, watch out, because they are not the sign of the Scorpion for nothing, and when the stinger comes out, it is not pretty. Due to Scorpio's emotional nature, they can be prone to have emotional outbursts and reactions, which is something we have definitely noticed about Jenny. No shade though, because 4 trips to India, 3 failed marriage attempts, 2 major lies on Sumit's part, and 1 pair of angry in-laws, would be enough to make anyone a little cranky. But it does happen to be a Scorpio calling card to have big blow-ups with emotions spilling all over the place, but Scorpios have so many good qualities and are capable of making such deep, lasting connections. Their partners are often willing to look past some of the emotional hiccups and take them for what they are, a side effect of caring so much. Sumit, the free-flowing Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign, very free-floating and prone to be light on their feet. Their calm and cool demeanor can often come off as uncaring, but in reality, they are very thoughtful and intellectual. They can be very community-focused, as Sumit demonstrates by his desire to please his parents and his close-knit Indian community. But to a Scorpio like Jenny who craves deep and emotional intimacy, their airy ways can be frustrating and evasive. The Aquarius is much more intellectual, so where a Scorpio makes decisions with their heart, an Aquarius makes decisions more with their heads, and that's where the two can cross wires. Jenny can feel like Sumit just doesn't care, while he can feel like she is being overly emotional. We watched this dynamic play out when Jenny thought her visa was not being renewed and she and Sumit got into an argument. Jenny fired at Sumit while he tried to calmly talk through their options, a classic Scorpio/Aquarius interaction. Slow and steady can win the race. So can these two be a good long-term match? As the astrologer said, slow and steady will win the race for this couple. Their signs can often create a strong physical attraction to each other and are able to create bonds, but it usually takes some time. The two are not the most compatible signs, as their communication, thought processes, fighting styles, and emotional realms are on completely different playing fields. Sumit's parents moving in is also really not helping the couple's cause. With the constant emotional onslaught, Sumit's mom is showering daily on Jenny. Her Scorpio stinger is bound to come out sometime, and it will not be pretty when it does. But Sumit's mother isn't the only one coming at Jenny over her dirty kitchen, as fans also fired at Jenny this week over her sloppy housekeeping. With all this stress placed firmly on Jenny's shoulders, we are not looking forward to the Scorpio fallout that is bound to come. But according to the astrologer, if the two take their time with the marriage piece, they could actually build something. And the key with pairing these two signs is slow and steady. Allowing the two to get used to their differences and learn effective communication is the key to their success. But even that might not be enough, as it can be very difficult to overcome the basic incompatibility of these signs. Jenny may never feel the full level of commitment, legally or emotionally, that she desires from Sumit, but that doesn't mean the two can't work within their signs and have a good relationship. Jenny and Sumit have made it this far and we feel pretty confident that the two can take their relationship all the way, star-crossed or not. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny reveals Sumit's mom has made her life a fairy tale. Jenny Slatten has been living in a fairy tale since Sumit Singh's mother Sadhna came to live in her house in 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. With her Hare Krishna plan failing miserably and no guarantee that her visa will be extended again, Jenny's only way to stay in India is to get married. However, Sumit needs his family's permission and sees his parents Sadhna and Anil staying with them as a golden opportunity. However, Jenny's dirty kitchen habits were exposed by Sadhna on the last 90 Day Fiancé episode, and here's how the American lady has reacted to it. While Jenny's life in India is no less than a mess, messier still is the kitchen in her house with Sumit. The couple has been staying together in Uttar Pradesh for a while now, but it took Sadhna to make them realize how unhygienic Jenny and Sumit are being. Sadhna made Jenny, who's older than her, bend down and sweep the kitchen, and as she winced, Sumit seemed to laugh at her embarrassment. Not only did Jenny not know where the broom was, but lots of dust, grime, onion peels, and mosquitoes also appeared from the kitchen's nooks and crannies. 90 Day Fiancé fans were left disgusted by Jenny's messy kitchen, and she was certainly ashamed of how she was spending her retirement days. While Jenny said that Sadhna was trying to make her look and feel bad to prove how she's not a right fit for the son, on 90 Day Fiancé's Twitter, she revealed more of her feelings. The official Twitter page shared a gif of 63-year-old Jenny claiming, "I'm not gonna be perfect and I'm gonna do things wrong." The tweet then noted that Jenny said she felt like Cinderella when Sumit's mother Sadhna asked her to sweep the floor in front of everyone. However, fans asked Jenny why she didn't clean the filthy kitchen if she knew that Sumit's parents were coming. Some agreed that Jenny should have had the place sparkling to impress Sadhna, who dislikes her anyway. Many mocked Jenny for not having any self-respect either, especially since Sumit stood there beaming as his mother chastised his fiancé. Still, if Sumit expected his cleanliness freak mother to call out the unclean house, he also should have helped Jenny fix it or taken the blame since he does most of the cooking. Fans have noticed that neither Jenny nor Sumit have a job in their 90 Day Fiancé, the Other Way Season 3 storyline. So that leaves them with no excuse for not having the time to keep the house clean. Regardless, Jenny saying she feels like Cinderella could be suggesting what her evil mother-in-law would subject her to in the future episodes. However, fans are also expecting a plot twist where Sumit's mom might end up becoming Jenny's fairy godmother instead. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny spills the real reason why Sumit can't move to US. Jenny Slatten finally solved the 90 Day Fiancé, the Other Way mystery of why Sumit Singh is not moving to America with her. After having crossed paths in a catfishing incident a decade ago, Jenny and Sumit fell for each other and in 2013 decided to get married. However, 90 Day Fiancé fans are tired of seeing Jenny struggling to fit in with Sumit's Indian family and fighting tooth and nail in each episode to become his wife. Jenny's turmoil increased with Sumit's mother, Sadhna, entering their house, and fans only have one question on their mind: why doesn't Jenny just leave for the United States with Sumit? At 63, Jenny is being put to the test in India by Sadhna, who wants to know if the American woman would make the ideal daughter-in-law for Sumit's family. The last few episodes of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, have been especially hard to watch as Jenny has been ridiculed over a dirty kitchen and a used tissue, and has been called useless. Although Sadhna has her growing list of fans for her unintentional humor, some can't help but feel bad for Jenny and are asking her to leave Sumit. But seeing that she really loves him, the best option would be for both Sumit and Jenny to relocate to the United States. As many keep speculating over what is stopping them from moving, a 90 Day Fiancé viewer on Facebook decided to ask Jenny the million-dollar question. Jenny, have you guys ever thought of coming to the United States to live? The fan asked. They also wanted to know if it is Sumit who doesn't want to move. But Jenny answered, too expensive in US, to clarify the issue. The Palm Springs resident has spoken about the money problem quite a few times before this. In fact, in a recent interview, Jenny also stated that she decided to do 90 Day Fiancé for money and so that the show would reunite her with Sumit in season 1. Before that, the couple had only met once in 2013, and Sumit had bought Jenny the ticket to come to India then. Additionally, Jenny claimed that Sumit never even applied for a visa to get out of India. According to her, it's because Sumit wants to continue staying in his country. But Jenny's statement seems to have changed now and might be hard to believe for some, as she and Sumit have been spending lavishly on outings and trips within India, as seen on social media. Sumit and Jenny documented their staycations and a fun Goa trip for all to see on the internet. Besides, a fan recently alleged that Jenny found herself a new job in a different Indian city as a concierge and is very happy. At the same time, Jenny declared that it is Sumit who pays the bills in their household. Some 90-day fiancé, the other way viewers also believe that Sumit is playing the long con as he doesn't really want to stay anywhere with Jenny. Plenty of fans still see Sumit as a scammer. They wouldn't be surprised to find him in the 90-day, the single life cast after Jenny gets tired and breaks up with him. 90-day fiancé, Jenny reveals if Sumit's mom changed after she moved in. Slatten from 90-day fiancé has revealed whether Sumit